Hi, my name is Gabrielle Burlingame, and I chose to do my research project on Dorothy Draper. I'm sharing my screen, so hopefully you are able to see. Dorothy Draper was born November 22nd of 1889 in Tuxedo Park, New York. She lived to the age of 80, dying on March 10th, 1969. She is the daughter of Paul Tuckerman and Susan Minturn, who were founders of the first gated community, which is Tuxedo Park, where she grew up. You can see here in the photo, there is a map of Tuxedo Park. It is a community that was built for the high social status, the wealthy families of New York. In 1912, she married George Draper, having 3 children prior to their divorce in 1930s. It was rumored that Dorothy Draper married George to get out of Tuxedo Park. Draper's upbringing, she was actually educated primarily by a governess or a tutor. She did not go to formal school except for 2 years in middle school. She did attend a private middle school for 2 years. She would take annual trips to Europe, exposing her to the world and different cultures. She did not attend a design school. Her social status among the elite families helped jumpstart her career in decorating. Dorothy opened her own business in 1925. Originally, it was called the Architectural Clearinghouse. It is now called Dorothy Draper and Company. The company began with the renovations of family friends' homes, families in Tuxedo Park or in New York area. Her first large commission was in the 1930s through Douglas Elliman, who was a real estate agent. And the project was for decorating the lobby of the Carlisle Hotel in New York. The Carlisle Hotel, the project started in the early 1930s. The lobby and dining area displayed Draper's trademarks, which was the large white and black square marble floor tiles, the chintz fabric, the oversized wallpaper patterns, and displays of busts and other classical decorations throughout the design. As you can see in the pictures here for the dining area, she uses a large wallpaper above the seating area. And she also utilizes the black and white marble flooring for the foyer, and also uses a large design around the door frame and the mirror to cause a dramatic look. Her next project started in 1937 in Manhattan. It was the Hampshire House Apartment Hotel. The commission was for the entire 37-floor hotel. It was the largest commercial decorating contract that had been given to a woman at the time. Draper designed everything from the interior architecture to the bellboys' uniforms down to the china that was served in the dining area. Her design goal was to create an atmosphere of a London townhouse versus the customary hotel that you would see on a day-to-day basis. A fun fact about this project is that Dorothy actually stayed on site at the hotel during the development. Also, you can see here that the chairs, that is the foyer area, and she uses a large mirror, which is very common for her style as well. And you can also see that she used her standard checkered flooring throughout the hotel as well. Held in 2006 at the Museum of the City of New York was an exhibit on Dorothy Draper, which was called The High Style of Dorothy Draper. It was the first exhibit given to an interior designer in history. 300,000 people attended over the course of the 6 months of the exhibit. Since it was very successful, they proceeded with the exhibit at the Women's Museum in Dallas, Texas. Due to the success of both of those, in 2008, a Museum of Art in Fort Lauderdale created an exhibit on In the Pink, Dorothy Draper, America's Most Fabulous Decorator. You can see to the right here, there is the exhibit. I should move this so that you can see a little bit better. This is part of the exhibit that was done at the museum in New York. And then down here, you can see this is the exhibit from Fort Lauderdale. Dorothy's impact on design was very heavy. Carlton Varney describes that she is to decorating what Chanel is to fashion. She invented the modern Baroque or Neo-Baroque style. She opened her business during a time where women didn't work. In addition to that, she invented the career that we are all pursuing today. She also commissioned multiple five-star hotels, such as the Greenbrier, the Drake Hotel, the Quantandith Palace and Casino Resort, Arrowhead Springs, and many more. As you can see to the pictures to the right, you can see some of her typical styles. She was very, very eccentric. You can see that the black and white flooring is something that's very common throughout her designs. You also can see that this is her cabbage rose signature. She uses this on fabrics for her chairs or the wallpapers. And you can see here that she utilizes the large print wallpaper as well. So her designs always have a very eccentric look. And she not only transformed the world out of an era after the war to make a more happier home for people, but she also inspired many people to start pursuing a career in decorating. Thank you so much for listening.